welcome. All right? Now, I want to tell you a story this morning. It's another story about one of my kids. All right? Last week I told you about the story of Andrew and the great big tree. All right? You'll have to look online for that one if you weren't here. But this Sunday, I'd like to tell you the story of my daughter, Angela. Angela had a bad habit. Do you know what a bad habit is? How many of you know what a bad habit is? Sarah. There you go. Something you do a lot that just gets in the way. All right? Something like that. All right? I once had a granddaughter that sucked her thumb. My thumb has been in a lot of places. I don't want to put that in my mouth and show you. All right? Not good. All right? But she sucked on her thumb so long that it kind of pulled her front teeth out, and she had to have braces to put her teeth back in line. Just a bad habit. It took a long while to get that broke. Well, Angela had a habit of saying like a lot. Do you know what the word like means? It's sort of similar to something and some kind of compared to something. But she used it as a teenager all the time. Every sentence had 6 likes in it. And it sounded sort of like, well, it was like, it was like, he said this, and it was kind of like, well, okay, then like this, and then it was like this, and it was like this. And Sarah, it was very irritating. You were exactly right. Oh, Angela, stop using that words that way. It doesn't mean that. Please stop. I can't stop. I've said it so long. My friends all say it. We're all doing the same thing. We just kind of reinforce each other. Stop. Well, finally, we got so desperate that I said, Angela, I love you, but this has to stop. So every time you say like, I'm going to say like right along with you and remind you that you just used the word badly. And so it would start down through a sentence. Well, it was like. And then we were like, what, like? And it was like popcorn. Just as soon as she would say the word like, using it in the wrong way, I would yell, like. You know what, Sarah? She found that very irritating. She found that aggravating. She found it maddening. Because we just kept yelling, like, in the most inappropriate ways. Like. But the most amazing thing happened. She stopped saying like. Because it was so obvious that it was a bad habit, and we had to find a way to break the bad habit. Everybody has bad habits. Some are really bad. Some people use bad words, bad language, and it doesn't mean anything. It's just a habit. Other people do bad things just because they enjoy irritating other people. And some of the bad habits need to stop. We just have to stop. And so as a church, as a family, we show our love for each other by saying there's a better way. There's a more excellent way. There's a more Christ-like way. Does that mean that we don't love? I mean, Angela thought for a while that we didn't love her very much. Did it mean that I didn't love her? No. I loved her. And I knew that if she kept doing that, eventually someone would come along and say, I'm not going to hire you for this job because you don't talk good. all right? Or she was going to go to school, and they were going to laugh at her because she used the words that weren't appropriate. So in my love, I kind of made her upset in order to help her break a bad habit. So